Hello, everyone. This is a series of interviews with the folks that are working on the JavaOne 2015 server-side track committee. Today, I have with me Johan Vos. Johan Vos is a Java champion, author, blogger, GlassFish fan, JavaFX fan as well, and certainly well known in the community and a part of Devoxx, amongst many other things, and the Belgium JUG as well. Johan actually has been on the committee for a good few years, I believe. I'm very happy to have him. So thank you, Johan, for making some time for us today.
Thanks for asking me.
All right, Johan. So first things first, what has been your experience at the JavaOne track committee so far?
It's actually a very good experience, and it's a bit funny because I think I submitted my first abstract for JavaOne 16 years ago, and it wasn't accepted. But I was when I submitted something, I was wondering who are the guys that are actually going to evaluate my proposal, and how are they going to do it, and what can I do to make it better, and to because they probably get lots of proposals. So how can I make sure that they read my proposal? And now that I'm on the other side, it's actually I try to put myself in the head of someone who submits an abstract, and that guarantees that you really put lots of effort in it, because you want to provide a good service. And it's not only my impression, but I definitely know that everyone in the program committee is doing something similar. If you look at the comments, so it's not that we just vote, we also provide comments and discussions. So it's really a very professional organization behind this selection committee. So it's yeah, I'm very pleased to see, and it's every year it's actually even more professional. It's a really good cooperation between the different people. We discuss, we negotiate, we see what do we want, and how much of this do we have. So it's really going very, very well.
Mm-hmm. And not to put you on the spot, I know you're very involved with the Devoxx conferences as well, and I know you are part of the steering committee in there as well. So how would you compare and contrast, I guess, that experience with your JavaOne program committee experience?
They're slightly different, Devoxx and JavaOne, because well, one thing is, of course, JavaOne is in the US, and Devoxx is a more typical European conference, and JavaOne is also yeah, there are more talks from Oracle and from spec leads. But in Devoxx, we tend to have also more European speakers, but also in Devoxx, so far for the differences, but there are lots of similarities. We try to have excellent spec leads at Devoxx as well, and we have many use cases and people just talking about their experience in Devoxx. Devoxx is often a bit harder than JavaOne because we have very limited slots at Devoxx, so we have to disappoint even more people, even rockstar speakers at Devoxx. But the process is pretty much similar. So both in Devoxx as in JavaOne, we try not to just select some talks, but we try to give the tracks a coherent structure, so that there's a fair balance between what's new and what our experience with existing technologies and so. And the enthusiasm both in the Devoxx program committee as in the JavaOne program committee is very similar. And it's well, Devoxx is of course purely community, whereas JavaOne is Oracle and the community. But it's in both cases it's taken very professional.
Okay, so I guess more specifically, let's move on into this year. Obviously, we've finished voting, and honestly, we're in the process of finalizing all of the sessions at the moment. But I guess for the benefit of the folks out there, what did you think about the quality and overall feel of the sessions this year? And I guess once you answer that, I'd also like you to answer kind of what your thought process was of selecting these talks.
I think this year it was harder than last year, because you see that on the Java, especially on the Java EE track. I'm also in the Java client track committee, and it's different there because Java client is actually an emerging technology with JavaFX there. It's pretty new, and with new technology, people submit different abstracts. Java Enterprise is very mature now, and you can tell by the submissions. So it's not only that you get lots of submissions about new technologies, but which we still got and which are very important, but also people now want to talk about how they are using the existing technologies, and not just I used this technology and I used that technology, but especially we combine these and these server-side technologies, and if you do this together with that, and you use another framework, this will be a benefit to you. So but that also means that talks get more specialized, and as a program committee member, you need to dive into more niche topics as well. You need to make sure that there's a big enough an audience. So that's actually answering your question on how do you select tracks. So first of all, yeah, the abstract needs to be well written, and the presentation summary should give us a clear idea. I think if as a abstract submitter you can't convince the project committee what you will talk about, it's going to be hard to convince the audience. So that's the first thing that we look at. But I think overall the quality was great there. And then we also see what is the target audience for this. Is this an interesting technology? Are there going to be many people interested? It's not that by definition, if it's a niche technology, that we would have rejected it, but these are things that you consider. And how technical is the abstract? JavaOne attendees tend to they want to see code. So they want to see technical speakers. The speakers have to be able to answer all questions from the audience. We also check the track record of the speaker, but that does not mean that we only want to select people that spoke before at JavaOne. At the contrary, and I think that's something, especially for the Java server-side track this year, we will have lots of new faces. And that's good, I think, because, well, we all know the usual suspects, but we also want to have more new speakers that weren't at JavaOne before, and they will give it a more fresh look. And I think that's required because, as I said, Java Enterprise is pretty mature now. So we want to have a combination of people talking about the innovation, the new technologies. These are typical folks on the different JSR, and we want to have people talking about how they are doing it.
Excellent. So any final thoughts from you, Johan? Anything that you'd like to add before we sign off today?
I think we definitely have to thank all the people that submitted an abstract. If you're selected, congratulations. And if you're not selected, don't worry about it. It's not because you have bad content, but there were so many great abstracts. So they all did a great job, and keep up the passion. And well, for the people that have not registered for JavaOne yet, I would really suggest them going to JavaOne, because it's going to be great. It's going to be a great JavaOne. Just looking at the abstracts, I'm convinced of that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll see you soon at JavaOne, and as well as everybody else out there, of course.
Thank you.